Dudes, what's up? Welcome back to Best Easy Minecraft Farms, where we go over the easiest but still super efficient farms in the game Minecraft. In this one, we're going to be going over this super simple, I think it's the easiest design I have seen out there for a guardian farm. When you use this farm, you are going to collect all of these items, and what that means is that you're going to have an unlimited supply of fish, and you're also going to be able to make all of these really cool Prismarine blocks. And sea lanterns. Sea lanterns are amazing. Now, what makes this farm so awesome is that you don't have to drain any of the ocean monument. All you really need is a few pieces of obsidian, some building blocks, some soul sand, and you have everything you need to make this happen. In this video, I'm going to be explaining how this farm works. I'm going to be going over materials list so you know everything you need to make this farm, and then we're going to be building it block by block so you can build it in your own world. The way this works is that we're up at the top of that AFK area so that the guardians are all spawning on top of the ocean monument. We then have soul sand, which then makes these bubble vaders, and then pushes all of the guardians up and into this area where we have water streams pushing them into the nether portals. Now, the fact that we're pushing them into the nether portals means that we're going to be getting them out of the mob cap faster, which actually helps the rates a little bit. I didn't forget to mention the rates of this farm is about 4,000 items per hour. It's a little bit over 4,000 items per hour. So once the guardians go through the nether portal, they're going to end up in this kill chamber right here where we have campfires killing all of the guardians. And then all their drops go through the hoppers into these chests. There's my sign. That was supposed to remind me to tell you guys that it's 4,000 items per hour. I put a lot of time and effort into my videos, and I would really appreciate it if you left to subscribe. It's free, it only takes about 2 seconds, and you can always unsubscribe later if you really want. Come play some Minecraft and hang out with me live on Twitch. Check the description for the link. So here's the materials list for this build, and as you can see, you need almost nothing to build this. These building blocks can be whatever you want. I'm gonna use iron blocks because it's really easy to see how many I use. These are temporary blocks, so you're gonna put these in, make it something that you can easily remove. That's why I put dirt here. You are going to need about a little bit over 2 stacks of soul sand to make the bubble vaders. You are going to need almost half a stack of obsidian to make the nether portals. You're going to need some way to kill them, so I'm going to use campfires. You get soul campfires, work a little bit faster, or you can just use normal campfires as well. That's not an issue at all. 12 hoppers, 14 torches so that you can light the place up, and then 4 water sources. That's all you need. I'm also going to have a materials list down in the description. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is actually find an ocean monument. My screen looks a little bit weird because I have night vision on, but this is what they look like. So you need to locate a new one that has not been raided before. And you need to actually fight off all of the elder guardians. Now the elder guardians can be found in this top tower right here, in the side over here, and in this side over here. So I'm gonna show you guys how to break into this if you have mining fatigue, because that is an effect that you can get from the elder guardian once you get close enough to this area. So what you want to do is put down TNT, surround it with some kind of scaffolding block. So I'll just use dirt and then put a redstone block right on top. It's going to blow a hole in the side of the monument. And then once you're in here, I recommend having invisibility on so that none of the guardians can see you. Make sure that you have a helmet with respiration on so you can actually breathe underwater. And then come in here with a bow or a trident and then kill this elder guardian right here. He's the big white guy right there. Next, you're gonna want to break into this side, do the same thing. There's gonna be an elder guardian in this area as well. And then lastly, there's going to be the last one right here, the third one in this top tower right here. So you just do the same trick to blow a hole in this and then come in here with either a bow or a trident and have invisibility on and just take care of these guys. Easy enough. Now that we've taken care of those guys and we can no longer get mining fatigue from them, let's go ahead and continue on with the build. Put one scaffolding block there and then go ahead and put the corner, just the building block like that. And we're gonna make a little ring around this whole area with obsidian. These are eventually going to turn into the nether portals. So we are just gonna build up this weird block of nether portals, just like this. We can go ahead and use our building block for the corners of these. And let's go ahead and fill this in with the obsidian. Now we can go ahead and light all of these, make sure they all are lit. Now that we have all 4 of them all lit, what we're gonna do is come down in here with our water sources, and you're gonna shift click on the portal at the bottom right there and shift click on the portal right there and just fill that up with a little bit of water. We're eventually gonna be putting the soul sand underneath so that if any elder guardians spawn right there, they're gonna pop up the middle and then not have enough room and then flop into the nether portals here. Next, we're gonna build a little platform on this level that goes 4 out on each side just like this, and then fill all of this in. And we did this with the scaffolding blocks. We're eventually going to actually tear this down. Cool, now that we have a platform that looks like this, what we need to do is come up on the corners And we're actually going to use our building block for this portion right here. So now we're gonna build up a wall that goes 3 high all the way around this platform. This is a quick vibe check. Let me know how hard you're vibing down in the comments below. And if you're vibing hard, make sure you leave a like and subscribe so that you can join the Dusty tribe. Cool, let's get back into the video. And you don't actually have to make this 3 high, it just helps with the rates a little bit because sometimes the guardians I saw they'll pop up and then jump out, but if you make it 3 high, none of them are able to jump over the wall. So if you want to save some materials and only make this 2 high or even 1 high, you can definitely save on materials and it'll just make the farm a little less efficient. Now that we have the walls in place, what we need to do is come in here and put our water sources in the corners just like this. And what that's going to do is it's going to make these water streams that go all the way into the middle. I think now would be a good time to actually go through and set up the collection system on the other side. So this is a pretty typical spawn, and what you need to do is make a 2x2 square that goes down 3 blocks so they don't hop back through the portal. And we want to do that on both sides. Now that we have these 2 holes that go down, this is going to be the collection area over here. So I'm going to go ahead and put down some chests. You can make this collection system as large as you want. It's definitely going to have to be larger than this because these 2 chests will fill up in about 20-30 minutes. Then we put our hoppers going into the collection system all the way across the bottom like this. And make sure with the hoppers in, there are those 3 blocks here. So you have to actually go down 4 and then the hoppers actually take that bottom block. So there's 1, 2, 3 blocks before the hoppers. This is where we put in our campfires. Now again, you don't have to use the soul campfires. You can just use normal campfires. The soul campfires just kill them a little bit faster. I'm gonna go ahead and cover up those hoppers right there. Now all we need to do is cover this all the way up with glass or any building block really. I'm just gonna use glass because it's cool to look in here and see all of them drop down. And we need to do this on both sides. Okay, so the collection system and the killing mechanism are all set up and go back into the overworld. Now with all of that set up, what we need to do is take out all of these scaffolding blocks or these temporary blocks that we put in. So just take out all the dirt. Okay, so now that we have all the dirt out, it is time for the next step. And before we get to placing the soul sand, I recommend you take out all of these blocks. Besides the ones that are in the ring right here, you can leave these ones in right there. Just take out these ones. We're also going to need to clear all of the kelp from the top of this pyramid here. Now we need to place all the soul sand. So starting with this block right here, so this part of the pyramid all the way over, we're just going to place down the soul sand and make the bubble vaders. Okay, so I put the outer ring in and then we need these 4 in the middle. So I think it's these ones right here to push those ones up. But then we're going to skip a block and then go over to right here. And then we're going to literally fill in this whole top of the pyramid now, besides this ring in the middle here. My game actually started to slow down from all the particles from the bubbles, so I actually had to turn my particles down to minimum. So if you have that issue, go ahead and switch your settings to minimum particles in your settings. Now all of these soul sand should look just like this. We can go ahead and take out that scaffolding block. Let's go ahead and light up the outside ring so that nothing else spawns here except for the guardians. This will actually help our rates out a little bit. We can put a roof on top of this, and now we need to go pillar up and make an AFK spot at 186. So do whatever you want to this AFK spot that's up. Just make sure you're at Y equals 186 like you see at the top of my screen right there. And now look at all these guardians spawning in and going into the nether portals. Okay, cool. Well, there's your farm. There is the simplest guardian farm I have ever seen. You can do this really fast in survival and start to get all the drops from the guardians. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you learned a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Thank you to all my patrons for all of your support. I could not be doing this without you.